So Sean Strickland is no longer the UFC champion anymore, but he's acting like a complete and utter Chad. Over the weekend and in the course of 24 hours, he faced off against Donald Trump, beat the crap out of fake Muslim Sneeko, and almost got in a fist fight with Machine Gun Kelly. And if you can believe it, the story gets even weirder from there. Sean Strickland confronts South Park character Machine Gun Kelly. I'm easy to find, Vampire Man. Let's have a little look at this video. So as you can see there, Sean Strickland actually had a little look of menace in his eyes, and this isn't the first time that a UFC star got into an altercation with Machine Gun Kelly. We saw Conor McGregor a few years ago almost going at it, and you would have just loved to have seen no bodyguards in between them at the time, and to see this dude get knocked out because he's an absolute freak. Him and his bird are two freaks, and they're actually intolerable to look at. I can't believe so many people get out into the red carpet and scream and shout their name, but it's to be expected given the fact that this sort of behaviour is promoted. But Sean Strickland visibly looked like he was about to do something here. So Sean Strickland jumped over onto Twitter that night and went after him. I almost hit a vampire tonight, lol. They said that his name was Machine Gun Kelly. How do you have a dope ass name like that and dress like a 13-year-old goth South Park character? You guys, what the hell is going on? Transformers Megan Fox is with that thing? What the hell is happening to the world? What did I miss? Is she okay? Is this man the devil? Megan Fox, are you okay? Do you need assistance? And he followed that up with, man, I just found out about Megan. What the hell is going on since Transformers? I'm done. Good night. I'm done. So that's the broad strokes of the story. What's actually going on with the vampire reference? Well, basically you have these Hollywood elite freaks that do engage in satanic rituals and tell the world about it, and nobody bats an eyelid.
I guess drink each other's blood might mislead people, or like people are imagining us with like goblets and we're like Game of Thrones drinking each other's blood. It's just a few drops, but yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only. It is used for a reason.
For ritual purposes only. And what this is really about is these celebrities, these Hollywood elites, wanting to become gods. Transhumanism. That's what's actually going on there. These type of rituals, they're right at the forefront of the media that we consume, that our children consumes. It's pushed every day on the likes of a TikTok or any of these social medias, and it gets to the point where we don't even register anymore that the celebrities that our kids are following and idolizing are actually telling the world that they are drinking each other's blood. So it's not an over-exaggeration to say that the eradication of Christian values or any sort of moralistic values that used to be instilled in our children, that used to be commonplace within human society, is being taken away, and it is being replaced with satanic rituals. And Sean Strickland keeps hitting it out of the park. He keeps calling it out. He keeps saying in public what we all think but are terrified to say. And you have to ask yourself the question, how have we become terrified to speak our minds? And if you start there, that's a good jumping off point.
And it is controlled, where it's like, let's shed a few drops of blood and each drink it. He's much more haphazard and hectic and chaotic, where he's willing to just like cut his chest open with broken glass and be like, take my soul, let me bleed on you. It doesn't not happen, let me tell you. Maybe not exactly like that, but a version of that has happened many times.
A version of that has happened many a times, where you do this to your body, you start screaming, take my soul and let me bleed on you. And this is put out into the ether, into the public, where all the youngsters that follow the likes of a Machine Gun Kelly and his type of music follow him and carry on that sort of behavior on their own. Because I guess they look up to him, and why not? Sure. There's nobody else telling them to, you know what? Maybe don't do that stuff to yourself. Maybe be kind to each other and try be a little bit more moralistic. Them days are gone. They don't exist anymore. And I'm not sure whether Sean, when he was talking about Megan Fox and what happened to her in the aftermath of Transformers, knows the extent of this ritualistic behavior, this satanic behavior. It's so bizarre. And it gets even worse for her because she's caught up in a bunch of controversy. Here's a controversial picture of her and her 3 sons who she is helping to transition. There was a huge story circulating around this about her and her ex-husband Brian Austin Green, where she brought him to court and made this massive deal because he posted some pictures of him and the kids going to a football game or something like that, throwing it up on his social media, you know, just trying to be a good dad, putting it out there. Hey, look, a little bit of virtue. I'm out doing my thing as a father. She had a meltdown and attacked him completely, and I think took some legal legal action against him. But she comes out in articles then like this and says that she buys these type of books for her children, and she also buys dresses and allows them to wear it and promotes it. Nobody bats an eyelid. A dad bringing his kids to a football game, putting the pictures up on social media, well, that obviously needs some legal action to shut that down. Dressing your 3 boys up as girls, buying them books on how to physically and mentally do that and make that changeover, that all seems pretty okay. Drinking the blood of your new boyfriend, cutting chests, screaming ritualistic madness, all perfectly fine. But a dad bringing his kid to a football game? Absolutely not. So we really have gotten to a place now where UFC fighter Sean Strickland is the bastion of hope. He's the guy exposing this stuff. He's the guy that's bringing this stuff into the light again. He's bringing up old stuff that people love to bury. The type of stuff that special impact agencies, which I spoke about in another video, love to promote. Diversity, equity, inclusion, all that sort of garbage is what gets pushed to the forefront. That's why we promote Megan Fox and the mental illness surrounding her kids, and we denigrate anything else that's based in morals or values. So the more Sean Strickland calls this shit out, the better it is for all of us. So that's another element to the story that I guess Sean didn't really know, because we would have seen it and he would have went after her. So let's hope and pray that Sean Strickland keeps shining light on these absolute scumbags.